Good morning and welcome back to Gar's Graveyard Garage. Today we're doing a attempted rescue and resurrection. This time it's going to be a, I believe, 1962 Chevrolet Stepside truck, and it's been sitting for God knows how long, but we're going to go get it and see if we can bring it back to life. Here we go. The Iceman has arrived. Gonna load up, hop in the truck, and make our way back over to the graveyard. And then there might be a surprise in store once we get over there. Maybe two surprises. I gotta find out. But we're going to be doing some more negotiations for some other stuff. So we'll tune back in just a second. All right, we have arrived at the graveyard, and this is the one we're gonna try and get out of here and resurrect. And I believe it's a 62 Chevrolet. I can't tell yet if it's a 3/4 or a 1 ton. Looks like it's been sitting. That almost looks like, I don't know if that's 1980 or 1990, but it's been sitting it's been sitting a little while either way. But very cool old truck. It's very straight. Little cancer down there in the rocker and the cab corners, of course.
Cigarette in the ashtray.
Is there?
Yeah. Still smoking.
At least the back window's still in there. Wooden bed is shot, but that's cool. We can put a new one on there. Got some glass packs. Big old solid bumper. That tire might take some air to help us out. Let's do a quick walk around. We'll do a more thorough investigation when we get it back to the house. But very cool old truck. And apparently, we'll verify once we get there. Now don't treat us yet. It's supposed to have a 350 in it. So we'll find out. That looks like a 350 with a quadro junk on it.
4-barrel?
Yeah. Probably got a 3-speed or 4-speed.
It's a tall stick.
Yeah, there are daddy long legs everywhere. For some reason, they are liking this heat. Oh, they've been all over my house. Yeah, let's see what. Don't do too much. Oh, we're good. Look at that, man. Right on the line.
Well maintained.
Simple little master cylinder leak.
Right, and nothing to it. This is where the oil goes because the captain says it.
Yeah.
They pulled it from that center support because they ripped a hole in it.
They what?
The center support, they ripped a hole.
Oh, that's where they hooked up to it?
Yeah.
That's all right. I didn't mess with it. Anything. It's still straight. Everything's still there. Hopefully, are those beauty rings still inside? Or are they?
No, I don't think.
But yeah, it's in great shape. Need a windshield, but
I can reach out of the window.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that wasp nest they apparently evicted. Very cool.
There's the window.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. Oh, that's the window crank for the other side, baby. All right. It's a pretty cool truck, huh? Yeah, we're gonna get it out. Another thing we are going to look at while we're here. I don't know if I'm going to claim it. I'm leaning towards yes, but if you watched one of our earlier videos, remember when we talked about the Cousin Eddie motorhome? Well, I asked him about it, and he said, if he remembers correctly, that thing ran and drove, been sitting a long time. But I asked him, I said, come over here, Bubby, so he didn't run you over. I said, well, what would you want for that? He told me if I could get it running and driving or get it out of here, I could have it. So we might go after that. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna take a little tour of it and we'll make a definitive decision if we're gonna go for it. But let me help the Iceman get backed up to this thing so we can try and get it out of here. All right, we got it out of its hole where it's been sitting for a while. And we're gonna try and get it up on the trailer next. We did notice a real bad cancer spot right here. So we'll have to look into what we want to do. This truck used to be blue. But, I mean, it's very straight.
I think it steps right on here.
Well, that's what it's for. That's why it's called a Stepside.
And if you put a new one of these, we clean it out, we can ride in the back. Me and my sister.
Yeah, well, we gotta get some new wood for it. But we'll fix that up. I'm gonna have to get some new metal strips for it too.
Wait, put a comfy blanket in the back.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Go ahead and get the camera mounted and try and get this truck up on the bed. One lucky thing is windows already down, so we'll be able to steer it up. Stay back, Bubby.
Truck 101. You get up there. Still pulling me backwards.
Hey, at least it rolls.
Yeah, it does roll. You see the ramp?
Yeah. Steering's kind of a maybe on this though, because yeah, no tires.
Okay, as long as you're moving.
When the tires are hanging off the wheels, it kind of does what it wants.
Move this ramp over.
Yeah, it's pretty wide.
Yeah, wider than I thought.
Yeah, see, wheels are turned, but
Just roll it over on the tire.
yeah. No,
Oh, don't do that.
don't do that.
You may have to hook on over here.
Well, I'm hoping. Keep going, or is it? Nope.
Nope, I'm gonna have to hook on. I may have to pull up a little bit because it made this ramp pull off. Looks like it'll be stuck in there.
Wonder if this spare's any good. God. Yeah. Okay. This is guiding it. All right, it's steering it now. I think we got it. Huh?
It's going up.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Good?
That's how you load the truck.
Not really, but we just got to get ourselves a gooseneck. All right, now that we got that loaded on there, let's take a look at the Cousin Eddie.
I only see outside of it.
Oh, this thing have a, yeah, it looks like it's got a generator. Very cool. Tires actually have air. Batteries are missing. Does the tray still work? No, of course not. Might have to go around the other side.
I want to go see that. I want to go see that.
Let's see. The body looks in good shape. I'm guessing that's what is this thing called? The Executive.
You can climb on the roof.
Yep. Actually, let me take a look and see if this ladder gonna hold me. Let's see what the roof looks like.
Going up top?
Oh, this thing's got a solid roof.
Yeah?
There might be a little water damage in it, but oh, that AC cover's busted. But the roof's in good shape. It's still solid, not busted. Oh. We'll have to see if we can get over to that door. We'll get inside it and have a look. All right, let's go see what the inside of this thing looks like. 'Cause I can't see anything through these tinted windows.
That's all right. The front door will help you see what you need to see. Riley, don't touch nothing with your hands, baby.
Oh my God.
He may still be in there for all I know.
The amount of scat.
Remember, don't touch nothing with your hands, okay?
Yeah, baby, why don't you...
But you hang out here with me.
Wow. I have never seen
that much poo.
That much scat in my life.
That's a lot of poo.
That is a lot of poo. Whoa. Yeah, it was definitely...
I didn't go any further than you did. I don't know that I want to.
Yeah, this would have to be a complete renovation.
The roof got wet at one point.
Wow.
Dang, he must have ate good.
Yeah, that's
a lot of poo.
Let me get out.
Yeah, we're not going to commercial.
The smell just got to me. That's a no, and that's why it's free.
Hard pass.
That's a hard pass. We're gonna pass on that. Oh God.
I wanted that.
No, not when you can taste it. Oh geez, that's horrible. Okay, truck's loaded. We're gonna excuse me.
You didn't?
Oh, that's not worth it. That is so not worth it. Not even worth free. You'd have to pay me to take it. All right. Well, another project I just asked him about. I can't say what it is yet because he's got to look into it. But he's going to get back to me. But it's a cool little project car we've seen on here before. And he didn't even know he had it. So he's going to go down and inspect it and let me know what the answer is on that one. And at some point, we'll probably be coming back out to rescue that. But in the meantime, let's get that thing back to the house and attempt to get it off the trailer again. Is it going to happen?
Well, it has to happen. It has to happen.
And all right, monkey, get off the motorhome. All right, we'll be back in a second. All right, we have made it back to the garage. It stayed on the trailer. So, huh?
You said the house.
Well, the garage, the house, we're same thing.
No.
Okay, we're going to try and use the swamp thing to get that off of here. So let me get the camera mounted so I can help the Iceman, and we'll see if we can get this thing off the trailer.
You can put it right there. Right there.
Yeah, no. I can't see this side. Are we off?
Touched it right there.
But we're off.
We're off.
Well, that's the first dent in my bumper. It's all right. It's a work truck. All right, well that went easier than I thought. I'm gonna see if we can put some spare tires on the front of this truck so we can move it around. All right, found one spare from that truck. Should be the same bolt pattern. And that old original spare seems to be holding air, so we're gonna find out if it's gonna hold or not. At least enough to move it around. All right, it's the next day and it's time to take a closer look at this thing. These old original tires actually, well, that one's original, actually held air. One's going low. Smells funky down in there. Take a closer look at the interior. Everything looks like it's here. No keys, unfortunately. I went ahead and ordered a whole new switch and lock cylinder. Oh, that's cool. Voltmeter. Ashtray. Got a couple of little knobs missing. I think those are the turn signal indicators. I could be wrong. Glove box. I know it's missing. Headlights. It's probably wipers. Oh, that's not gonna work. Maybe. Rear view mirror still in it. Dome light lens is missing. But overall, it's all here. Somebody's repainted this. Didn't do a very good job. Cedar needles, little cancer. Not bad down there. This is actually in better shape than Clyde. It's not too bad. Right back here it is. Might be able to just do some patchwork. I'll have to check that out. But let's dive in under the hood and see what we got going on. Now, yesterday when we popped this, I did notice the distributor was open and exposed. So instead of fighting with that, I went ahead and ordered a new one. And that is an HEI distributor. And this is a 350, which probably came out of a 70s model truck, because this model truck did not come with a 350. So, carburetor's completely stuck. Heater is still actually hooked up. And put a battery in here. We are going to find out if this thing is seized up. The one thing that scares me, I went ahead and ordered new wires, new spark plugs, new distributor, carb kit. I couldn't order because I don't know which Quadra junk this is yet. But when I reached down under here, I noticed one of the spark plugs is not in for cylinder 2 here. It's not in there, which kind of scares me for a couple of reasons. One, was there a problem? And two, if not, is there anything living in there? Because around here it's always mud daubers. But I guess first things first, we're gonna put a socket on the crank and see if this thing is seized up or not. And we're gonna cross our fingers. Cross your fingers. I'm gonna cross our fingers that it's not seized up. So that's gonna be our first step, and we'll do that right now after I grab a socket. Let's see if this thing is gonna turn. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's not good. It's just tightening.
What happened? happened?
Bolt's turning, but not the engine. Oh, come on. I don't want to break it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It moved. We're gonna get some more out of it. Oh, all right. It moved a little bit. So we'll get the kid over here to pull the spark plugs, and we'll spray some stuff down in those cylinders because we need to change those spark plugs and wires anyways. So I'll get the kid under here, get her to start taking out these spark plugs, spray down the cylinders, and then we'll see if the engine's going to move a little bit more for us. You get it?
I can't get it in.
You kind of have to feel it with your hand because it's kind of tight. And let's see, right, there you go. Now just push it on. Push it all the way on. No, you're not all the way on. Here, all the way on. It might be on. Yeah, I don't know. Here, try it. See if. Yeah, it sounds like you got it on there. I loosened them both for her. They were a little snug, not bad. I was worried they might be kind of seized, but they popped loose. But her little arms aren't ready for that much torque yet. Yeah, this old carburetor, we're gonna have to see if we can get it unseized. Well, I don't know if it's the accelerator pedal or if it's the actual carburetor, but I'm gonna say it's probably this because it's all stuck.
Got it.
Got it? Let's see, how's it look?
Yes, I can't get it hard.
Oh, it's actually not bad at all. Number one looks all right. Hair bit rich, but not bad. Okay.
And then I'm gonna go on that side, but I have
Yeah, you gotta get, you got 3 more on this side.
Where's the last one? Oh.
There's one there, and one there. This is a V8, so you got 8 spark plugs. Unless you drive a Hemi, and you got 16.
Can't get it out. How do you get
All right, hold on to that. All right, there we go. So I can just pull it out.
That looks kind of good.
Ooh, auto lights. Yep, we're changing those out. Okay, there's number 1.
I can't get over here.
Okay, we'll let her get the rest of these out. We'll analyze them and then proceed to the next step. And I think what I'm going to do while she's doing that is I'm going to hose that carburetor down with some blaster and see if anything starts moving. She got them all out. And none of them look bad at all. I had one oddball plug that didn't match the rest. Yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of richness, but I mean, it's not bad at all. I mean, they're not burned, no moisture, so I think we're going to be good. I've gotten a little bit more movement out of this, got the flaps working again, and it's slowly starting to move again. We just need a little bit, because I mean, we are going to have to rebuild this, but to see if this thing's going to run, we need to at least be able to get it open to get some fuel down in there. So I need to disconnect this fuel line because I don't know if there's anything in the fuel tank. Not that it's going to matter. I could probably shoot it into there because we're going to have to rebuild it anyways, but we'll disconnect this so we can at least see what's coming out of it because we need to know the condition of what's in the fuel tank. Now we're just waiting on the delivery for the distributor. We can get that in there. But now I guess we can go ahead and find out if this thing's going to turn a little easier now. So let's try it again. Yeah, let's cross your fingers again. That's good. Come on.
Oh, it moved a little bit.
I hear. Yeah, it's that cylinder that didn't have a spark plug in it. I can hear it. got some moisture in it. Alright, let's hose it down.
What are we gonna do next?
Alright, we're going to spray some blaster or something in that number 2 cylinder and let that soak, and then we'll try to see if it's going to break loose, because I can hear it, so there's going to be some surface rust inside that cylinder. So hopefully we can bring it back around. Alright, put some oil and stuff inside that cylinder. Let's see what we can get out of it now. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. Is this thing in gear? I might want to check that. Okay, we're good. Not in gear. All right, let's see if we can get a few rotations out of this. Oh, hit a hard spot. Go backwards. Oh, I was trying to tighten the bolt or loosen the bolt. Oh, come on.
Hey, the white thing's moving, Daddy.
The what?
The white thing.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to. That's called the rotor. Oh, got a lot easier. And another hard spot. That's gonna be probably a stuck valve. Well, there we go. It's working. Look at that. Oh, and hit a hard spot again. Yeah, we got a sticky valve or probably sticky lifter. I'm just gonna have to, but we got a few rotations out of it. So it should come loose. There it goes. All right, it just unseized. All right.
At least it worked.
Yeah, at least it worked. This motor is now not, it wasn't hard seized. I'd say it was soft seized. But there we go. We can move on to the next step. Go ahead and get some spark plugs put in here. I just noticed the speedometer is disconnected. And somebody put spacers in the coil springs. Yeah, redneck style. Okay, now that it's moving around nicely, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and stick a battery in here and put a jumper wire on the starter, or maybe put my, yeah, probably reach it, put my trigger on this thing, and let's see if the starter works while the spark plugs are out, and cycle this thing a few times, make sure all that's good before we go sticking the plugs back in. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Negative, positive. Yeah, it should reach. Okay, let's see. Do a spark test real quick and make sure. Alright. Alright, I don't hear anything. No sparks. Should be good. Don't smell anything burning. All right, got the trigger on there, all hooked up. Muppet needs to cross her fingers. Let's see what happens.
It worked.
It's working. Made a few little noises. I can't tell if that's the starter or the engine. Well, let's do this a couple times. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now is just put my finger over each of the spark plug holes and see if we've got compression blowing out of there. Okay, let's start with that number 1 first, or number 2 I mean, because that was the one that was missing a plug. Oh yeah, that one's got good compression. That one's compressing. Compression. Compression. Check number 1. Oh yeah. Number 3. Yep. 5. And 7. We have compression on all cylinders. That's very good news. All right. I think this is going to be a runner. All right, we'll get the new spark plugs in here, and then when the distributor gets here, we'll get that stabbed, throw a little gas in this thing, and see if she's going to fire off. New spark plugs are in. Unfortunately, the ones we had were wrong, so we had to go swap those out for the right ones. But in the meantime, the distributor has showed up, so we're going to do that next. Get it hooked up, make sure we got power to it, throw a little gas in it, and then we'll see if this thing's going to fire. Think it's going to fire?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes or no? We don't know.
Yes or no, we don't know. Story of our life. Okay, let me start trying to get this distributor out of here. All right, let's see if we can get up in here. So much truck, so little engine.
Huh. Yeah.
Let's see. This vacuum. Oh, yeah, came right off. All right. And I've already got this thing set to TDC. Per the markings, checked it in the piston. It is at TDC, and this is pointing pretty much straight over here. So when we drop the new distributor in, we're going to try and get it in the exact same spot so we don't have to fight with timing too much, or at least we've got it semi-close. I need a better wrench. Is it going to make it? Oh, there we go.
I bet it is going to run.
I hope so. I think it will. I've got faith.
We both got faith. I don't know what that means, but...
That means we truly, truly believe it's going to run. I mean, the story is, the old man, his buddy, owned this truck and was driving it when it got parked. And then he just said, keep it. And it's been sitting ever since. In fact, the bed of this truck was still full of stuff.
I wish it was still blue.
Yeah, it'd be pretty. But it's alright, we're going to make it look good.
Well, I want
Let's see if we can get this out of here.
I want to paint it blue again.
No, we're not painting it.
Why?
Because... Alright.
Got it.
Yup. Okay, let's see if we can get this stabbed back in the same position-ish. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, look at that. Right where it's supposed to be. Oh, where is that the wiring? There's an exposed wire. Oh, that's nice. Have to figure out what's what over here. I'm not seeing any wiring for the distributor. So we'll have to do a test probe and figure out which one's which. What is that? Oh, probably the old choke cable. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright, let me get in here so I can do this easier. Well, that's nice. Great connectors there, guys. I'm sure this was probably made in China. Let's see if we can fix that. Because, yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and get the bolt on this thing. And I'm going to have to start tracking down the wiring. And I just noticed this little vacuum tree is wide open. Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to tell you guys. Looked at the title. This isn't a 62. It's actually a 1963. I was only a year off. Okay, let me see if I can fix that connector. Fix the connector. Got the cap on. Got it more or less set. Number one's going to be over here because I don't want to mess with it. So yeah, now it's a matter of running wires and finding the positive wire, which I believe is purple. Can't remember. I'll have to look. But that's the main wire loom that pretty much runs everything out here. So I just gotta tap into that and see if I can find where the coil wire is so we can get power to that. And then we'll put some gas in it, see if this thing bumps off. Wires are on. I ran a jumper wire for right now because the wiring down there is pretty shot, but we want to know if this thing is going to run. So key is on, hence hot wire job. Let's throw a little, I don't know if this will take any fuel in the bowl or not. Let's see what happens. Can't run it long if it does run because there's no fan and no coolant. Flies.
It almost...
Getting there.
What is that? Gas?
Yeah, it's gasoline. Alright, let's try again. Oh, gosh.
You have 9%.
Whew, I think the exhaust is open on this side. Oh, yeah, there's a rust out. You got a major exhaust leak on the driver's side. Surprised it's idling. All right, this thing is a runner. Got to fix that exhaust leak and fine tune that carb. Well, actually rebuild that carb, but the thing was actually idling and accelerating, so it must not be that bad. Get this wiring fixed, find a cooling fan, and see if this radiator leaks or not. There's signs, it's the old brass radiator, there's signs of possible leakage. And we need to track down a master cylinder. And yeah, that'll pretty much be probably the part 2 of this video. But for right now, it's alive again since, since 1990. So she's been sitting a little while. But yeah. Guess I should have had a camera set up for the back end. I don't know if it's coming out on camera, but yeah, it blew stuff all back in there. Well, tells us we got good compression. And it looks like it blew out maybe under the driver's side front, so we're gonna have to fix that exhaust leak. Could just be a stopped up pipe maybe, and that's what blew it. We'll find out. All right, I guess that's gonna wrap up this video because that's about all I can do for right now. Now, I've had a couple people in the comments say, hey, you never finish your projects, I'm not following you anymore, or whatever. We do finish our projects. The problem is, unlike the larger channels, I don't have an endless budget. I've got to do what I can, and when I get it. I'm not made of money. I'm doing everything still out of pocket. The monetization on this, it kind of helps out with some gas here or there, but it's not great. We're not at that level yet. We're not Vice Grip Garage where we can go buy anything we want. So you got to bear with us. Eventually, I'm hoping we get to a point where we've got more subscribers and, you know, more views and all that stuff, and we can finish things faster and jump project to project to project and finish them all in one video like some of the guys do. We can't do that. So please bear with us. I'm sorry. I know we got to get back to Lenny, the LTD. Clyde has kind of put a damper on things because trying to find a drive shaft for that truck has been a pain in my rear. So I'm trying to find that. Hulk, I'm on the fence about what I'm going to do with that thing. I mean, it runs, but not great. So I'm not sure if we're going to LS swap that thing, if I'm going to rip that motor out, rebuild it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So we'll come back around to that. The Dune Buggy, which we just started, we're almost done with it. That video will probably be up maybe this coming week, maybe in a couple days. And I don't want to post that one until we're test driving it. And when we come back around to this truck, the story is what I'm starting to do for people. This is going to belong to a buddy of mine. I didn't buy this for me, we got it for him. So what I'm basically doing for people, and I've got a couple other people lined up as well, I'm acting as basically a vehicle locator where I find an old vehicle like this, I negotiate it. The person that wants it buys it, and they pay for the parts. I do all the labor for nothing. I'm going to hopefully just let YouTube do it. Also, you know, I'm not out much. I love doing this stuff. It's a hobby. It gives me time to spend with my girls, so it's, you know, no sweat off my back other than right now where it's 110 degrees. So I don't mind doing that. So the story on this one is it belongs to a good friend of mine, Chris. He wants it for him and his daughter. She's I think she's five or six. I'm sorry if I can't remember. But beautiful little girl. She's a nonverbal autistic, and he wants something that they can enjoy and drive around. So the goal of this vehicle is it's not for me, it's for him. He's paying for it. I'm just doing everything to make it run, and he told me I can go monster on it and do whatever I want. I've got some ideas for this paint, the patina, so we might do some cool stuff with that. But that's where we are on this and what we're going to be doing. I've got a couple other projects I'm going to go pick up that aren't going to be for me. One is, I'm not sure when I'm going to get that, and then there's another one I'm negotiating on right now, which is a long road trip, and I'm going to need some heavy haulers to help me get it, because that has been sitting since the 60s, but it's not something you can just throw on a trailer. So yeah, y'all please bear with me. Like I said, I'm doing everything still out of pocket, and yeah, we're gonna finish the projects. So yeah, anyways, for everybody else that's been showing us you know, love in the comments, sending me emails, sending me messages, Facebook, Instagram, I've been a little slower checking on them lately because I do also work, so I'm having to jump in there when I can. And then of course my daughter Vivian, she checks on this stuff when she can as well. So, but you know, much love to everybody that's you know, chimed in and supported us. We really do appreciate it. And we'll be back with this one once I get more parts. Chris, my buddy that's getting this truck, also has to work to get money for parts, you know, because we're not made of money yet. But so we'll get back around to this very soon. There's little things that we can be doing in the meantime, and we'll be documenting everything on video. So until later on next week, when we show the next dune buggy video, we'll be seeing you.